What's up, guys? It's Keenan from KeenanRIVALS.com, and today we're going to be talking about my May favorites. Now, if you guys are new to the channel and you're not familiar with the favorites, essentially what it is just the best photographs that I've taken in May. I do this to kind of give you guys a little behind the scenes, provide a little context, and there's a lot of images sometimes that you guys don't see. I don't always have my GoPro on my camera, so I can't always give you that POV. So this allows me to kind of, talk about those candid images I take, or just those images while I'm out and about. So I hope you guys enjoy this. So one of the things that I'm really big on in street photography is photographing kids. It's something that I just think is really hard to do. You don't get a lot of opportunities in today's society, and when you do, you naturally see kids on their phone. So yeah, whenever I see somebody just like even like standing by a wall, I go take that picture. It doesn't always work out, but I think in this case it did. Whenever I go to Eastern Market, I kind of stand between the intersection of the two doors. I think that's where the most traffic comes in and out, and I'm always just looking for like a moment, left, right. And I saw this kid in the corner of my eye. He was sniffing a flower, and I was like, oh, that's dope. I already knew like the color of the brick and the flower, and just like the warm tones Eastern Market give off was just gonna make for a quality photograph. But it was one of those rare cases where I saw the image beforehand. So by the time I got over there, I'm like, no way this kid's gonna be smelling this flower. It would have had to have been like the best smelling flower of all time for him to still be smelling it. And surely enough, he wasn't. But because I got so close to him, he kind of gave me a side eye. And I think that worked really well. It's, really in tune to my style. And I always love making myself a part of the photograph. I think that makes it original. It makes it hard to recreate. This person was looking at me, and yeah, I don't know. I just thought it was a really good candid moment, something that you might think is interesting 10 or 20 years from now. And even though I'm kind of providing you guys context, somebody who's looking at this image on my Instagram or website might be like, wow, what was that kid thinking? Or what was going on in that moment? Or, there's some questions to be drawn. And I think that makes a really good image. So definitely one of my favorite, just because, I'm capturing the youth, the tones in which I edited in, and just kind of that moment, being able to see something and still get a good quality image is very rare. So if that can happen, definitely something you got to include in your favorites. The next shot, I don't have any POV footage of. I captured this kind of just on the fly. I think I was standing in the middle of an intersection, and I saw my friend walking down the street, and he really didn't notice me. So I just kind of held my camera really close to him and fired off a couple rounds, and it just caught him off guard. And I think this is one of my favorite just because it is a friend of mine. You kind of got him looking kind of freaked out. You kind of got that large line in the background. And it just shows that, sometimes when you're doing street photographs, you can do them with your friends. You can kind of catch them off guard. You can have fun. You can know the person and still get a quality image. So yeah, my friend obviously hates this picture, but it really just kind of captures that up close and personal style. All right, so again, we have another one with no POV footage. Sorry about that. I just got a new camera. I've been having some GoPro issues, so things haven't been working out as planned. This one was actually part of my portrait session. I just kind of like the details. Like, for somebody who's into fashion, you kind of know what she's doing. She has like some Margiela shoes on. The pink hat kind of gives it like really good colorful vibes. That's what I want to see in Detroit. I want to see people who are just more fashionable. I just like this image a lot because even though she's dressed in like really expensive attire, she still kind of looks sad. And I don't know what her day was like, or I'm not trying to, give her a negative, image. It just kind of shows that like, high-end apparel doesn't equate to happiness. Like, that's what I see when I look at this photograph. All right, so we got one with POV footage. This was another snapshot of mine. I'm gonna do a video about snapshot really soon, like some Gary Winogrand kind of stuff. But this is the benefit of shooting in burst mode. I was walking past, I saw this lady, and I think the first couple shots were just nothing. And then she kind of saw me and stopped and held her dog. But, my camera captured her mid-motion with like the most angriest look on her face. And again, I can say this a million times, but that's just kind of my aesthetic right now. Afterwards, nothing. She kind of gave me a happy look. She was just shocked, seeing somebody with a camera, they're firing off really quickly. That was just her response to that. Her eyes are squinting. It just goes to show you that a photograph that you capture is totally different than how somebody might be in real life. This person didn't have evil look. Like when I looked at her and she was doing this, I didn't see that evil eye, but I was very happy that I captured it. I know it sounds like I'm trying to capture people in an angry state. I'm not. I don't know. It's something that I just enjoy, like the spontaneous moments. I enjoy the excitement. All right, guys, this is the last photograph of the May favorites. Hope you guys are enjoying this so far. And this one is actually in Campus Marshes. This was another one that was a part of the street portrait session. Again, my GoPro was kind of acting really weird, so you guys didn't get to see the behind the scenes of this. But talking to this dude was like super cool. It was the last scene of the street portraits video, and I really wanted to find somebody that I could communicate with. You know, I was like, whoever I photograph next, we're gonna chop it up. I'm going to really work the scene, and that's what I did in it. I took so many images of this guy, from him drawing, from his, you know, colognes that he was selling, and he just kept trying to get $1 out of me, and I was so mad that I didn't have one. I told him if I ever saw him again, I would definitely look out for him. Yeah, he was super chill. He allowed me to stay there for several minutes. I think this one I really captured a good image. I don't know if you can kind of tell in the front of the picture, but there's like some smoke from his incense coming up. I got his colognes or oils. I think it was a dope portrait. I think it captured, you know, who he was that day. Surprisingly enough, this guy is not giving me an angry face. So it shows that I can be a little bit diverse. I'm not just out there annoying people. I'm having good conversations, and yeah, it's just all about, you know, being diverse in this image. So I think that's super cool. This little street portrait session is something that I'm definitely going to continue to do. I just had a lot of fun doing that, and just mixing it up a little bit. You know, I like that I have this angry aesthetic, but I also don't want to, you know, be out here just bothering people. So just showing you guys that I have positive encounters in these kind of street portrait videos, and documenting people who are like doing things in Detroit. All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed that video. I love doing these. Be sure to be here next month. Actually, you know, don't wait till next month. Keep watching every video that I post. Like, subscribe, and yeah, go show me some love on Instagram, guys. I really want to keep having the dialogue we have on YouTube on Instagram. I post there daily, so it'd be super cool to see you over there. If you do, go ahead and follow. Just let me know, like in the comment, hey, I'm from YouTube, and you know, I'll shoot you a follow back. But yeah, I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace.
All them nights I stayed up.